Welcome, y'all, to Changing the Narrative with Red
and Stacy.
and Stacy.
Why you so excited?
I just am. And I just want to let y'all know I've been seeing a couple people in the comments like getting us mixed up. This is Stacy. I know he has a girl's name, but this is Stacy.
And your name is Ariel, and you have a fish name.
And I'm Red, aka Ariel, or maybe it's the other way around.
That's how you gonna start this? Damn.
That's how we always get started with the jokes.
Not that one though.
Anyway, thank you y'all for all your support. We've been seeing our subscribers grow, our views grow, and we just want to take a second to thank everybody for supporting us. If you are watching this video right now, make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification button so that you can get notified every time we post something. We see a lot of y'all there lurking, viewing all the videos, but you're not subscribed. So just hit the button. It's free. Just boop, push the button. But anyway, let's get into it. Stacey, what are we talking about today?
The culture shock. When we left here, all the things that we thought we knew and we didn't know, and got there and we was like amazed. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
So what's the first thing that shocked you?
You asking me?
Yeah, what's the first thing that shocked you?
Of course, the airport.
What about
the airport? I didn't think it was going to be that humongous, that busy. Even though we landed at 5:30 in the morning, it was still busy. And 5:30 in the morning, people are telling people are not really friendly. They were still friendly.
Yeah.
The airport is beautiful. And yeah, that's what the number one thing was for me when we landed at the airport.
I mean, everybody was friendly except like the people in customs. Like they were so dead serious. Like, not how you doing? How's your day? Oh, I hope you have a good time. They were just like, give me your passport, stamp, get out my face.
They about their business.
I mean, I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying, business. Like it was just a very. I was like, like I was a little concerned. I was like, is it gonna be a problem? But everything, like we got through. Everything was fine. Once we left the airport, our first trip, we had car service pick us up and take us to the hotel. And the guy was standing there with like the little card. It said the Morrisons on it.
Made us feel really, really
And
important.
I was like, that's us. Yeah, and we and he helped us with all our bags and everything. It was a tight squeeze with Stacy in there and the bags, because
oh, you on it today?
No, because
you on it today.
He had like this little teeny car. It was like so small. We each had two full-size suitcases trying to get into this vehicle. I was like, we're gonna have to take a van back because this is tight. And I'm sitting there with two suitcases next to me, squished up in the back seat. But anyway,
you got two good jokes off already. I got to play catch up.
Pew, pew, pew.
I got to play catch up. If this ain't gonna work, yeah.
But yeah, we got to the hotel. Like everybody was so nice. Like they explained, how they had to, book a certain amount on our card, and whether we wanted to have a line, like basically a line of credit at the hotel. And they just explained everything. They told us some good places to go eat. Like it was just so nice. It was like a beautiful experience. Every time we left out of the hotel or came in, they were all like hi and waving, so helpful. Like it was just a really nice hotel. We stayed at the
how you pronounce it?
The Protea.
BAL or something like that.
Bala.
Yeah.
It's in Santon, like right next to the. It's in Santon.
Right next to the mall.
Next to it's a lot of malls in Santon.
Well, it actually was connected to the mall.
Yeah, it was like connected to the mall. Yeah, it was like literally right next to the mall.
Yeah. Right next to Bull Run.
Yeah, Bull Run.
Actually connected to Bull Run.
Yeah, Bull Run was connected to it, and We went to the Tasha's was right there. We ate there for breakfast like almost every day.
Every day.
And when we first got there, I was just like tipping people like, because like when you're in the United States and you get really good service, it's special. You know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, I just got such good service. Like I'm going to definitely give people, give this person like a really nice tip. But it was like everybody was so nice. And then I realized like, oh, this is regular. Like every time you go to a restaurant, like they're super helpful and super nice and you get good service and good food. I'm like, this is regular.
Yeah, that is the best water I've ever had in my life. I don't know what brand of water it was.
Oh, the water at Tasha's?
The water all over it. All over. The water was great.
And almost all the water was like in glass bottles. And I don't know what it's about drinking water out of a glass. It just makes it taste so much more.
Here in the States,
crisp.
Here in the States, there's no, it is, but you're not asked, do you want, what is it? Still water and
sparkling.
Yeah, they just give you water.
Yeah. It's like, it's beautiful.
Yeah, get it. Doesn't matter what you want. Take this water. Go and get it. Go and get it.
What's up, Kitchen Clothes Podcast?
But yeah, that's the first thing. The airport
hey,
Rob
baller,
was great.
glad you're here.
SLK. How you?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him how do you pronounce it. Like I can hear him say it. But yeah, that's the place.
Balalakia.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the one though. That's the one that we were at.
So yeah, the first one was the airport. So you're going for the second. You do the second one.
All right. So the next thing that I would say is I had my second one was service, but it kind of like went into when we were talking about the airports. Yeah, it kind of went into that. But the malls, like here in the States, like we have malls, but the malls are mostly like Macy's and Penny's and Old Navy. Like you usually go in there shopping for like clothes and stuff. And there's restaurants and stuff, and they have like a food court where they have like the McDonald's and all that kind of stuff. But you mainly go there specifically for shopping for stuff that you don't need every day. Mm-hmm. But in South Africa, like the malls are like the central shopping location. Like you got the liquor store, you've got the grocery store, you have like everything inside the malls. Whereas all in one. Yeah, like here you have like strip malls and stuff where you have like your UPS and this and that and the other. But there it's like everything that you need is like inside the mall. So you can go grocery shopping, you can pick up an outfit, you can do everything at the same time, which is really convenient. Yes. Really convenient. So yes. I agree. I really like that.
The mall was great. Liquor store was even better. Tasha's was great. And it was just so many different stores. We stayed in Rosebank, and we had what was it? We had Spars, and we had Checkers. We had everything. And to be honest with you, we didn't even know about the other ones until like 3 or 4 days before it was time for us to leave. All we knew the other side of the mall.
Oh yeah. Where Woolies was.
We didn't even know about that. We walked past that every day and didn't even know it was there.
Yeah. Yeah, and like Bobby said, the banks are in there too.
Yeah, we saw that big old gate, right? That big old gate that was right there, mm-hmm. and we never even walked that way until towards the end of the trip.
Yeah, and then the last day, we realized that there was a whole other shop that had like
knickknacks and stuff.
Yeah, they had like paintings,
the underground thing.
Yeah, like at the Rosebank Mall, like where the coffee shop is, next to where the Starbucks is.
A little further down, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like right in that. It's like the Starbucks, and there's other little coffee shop, and then you walk in and you think it's just like a shop right there, but then it's like 2 more levels downstairs, and it's huge. And it's all these vendors selling clothes and figurines, homemade stuff,
everything.
Yeah, beads,
bracelets,
like, anything you can think
bracelets.
Of. Anything you think of.
I got this from there.
Yeah. And
it was beautiful.
And I didn't have this actually on my list, but I loved the fact that everything was negotiable. Like,
what you mean on your list? It's my turn.
Oh, but I mean, we're talking about the shops. Like, you can have 2 after this.
No, I'm good.
You can do 2 after this.
I'm good.
But look, no, the everything is negotiable, and I love to argue. I love to negotiate. So that
was so entertaining.
It was so fun. It was so fun. Like, I really, really enjoyed it. You buy multiple things, you get a little discount. I'm like, no, come on, because this is just an iron on a sticker. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shirt shouldn't cost the same amount as this shirt
because that one's embroidered.
Yeah, or so across the way had the same exact shirt, and it was cheaper. But I like this face mask, so I was gonna buy them both here. But now that you're telling me the shirt's gonna be more expensive than it was over there, then I don't want anything. Like, I just love the negotiation. Like, it was so fun. Like, here they have prices on everything, and it's like,
it is what it is.
This is how much it costs.
If you don't want it, get it. Go get it.
Most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time,
yeah. But there's like everything is up for negotiation. Even when we were coming back and we were buying in Mall of Africa, they have like the little shop where they have like the little stuffed animals and keychains and all that kind of stuff. We went in there and I'm like, look, we're trying to buy like a bunch of stuff for our family to take back. And is there anything you could do to, help us out? And they gave us like 15% off everything that we bought. And we bought quite a bit of stuff.
Yeah.
So like everything is up for negotiation and I love it. I love it. Go ahead.
So listen here. Everybody's going to love this one right here. The party scene. It's just yesterday, me and my wife were listening to some music for like 3 hours trying to find this one particular song. It sounds a little retarded because I don't know, but it was in a club and it had this distinct beat, and as soon as it came on, everybody went crazy. Everybody, and I cannot find that song, but everybody went crazy. But the thing is, I like the fact that they come out, they drink, they enjoy themselves. There's no fighting, there's no fussing, just out to have a good time. You worked your job, you do 8-hour job, 10-hour job, whatever it is, and you came back out, had some good times, drink, hookah, whatever you do. No confusion.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Just like looking out into the crowd, and just like all Black people just enjoying themselves, having a good time. Everybody's on beat, like.
But I still want to know the name of that song though. Yeah, everybody's on beat. That was a jab.
Yeah, it was an Apiano song, but I don't like there's some of the words were in Zulu, I think, and I don't know what the words were, but it was just, I loved it. It was a really awesome song, and it was like a 10-minute song.
Yeah, I was in there getting jiggy with it. Oh, go ahead.
So we can pause, take a look at some of the comments. Welcome, kind. I appreciate you joining. We love the malls too. Like, it's so convenient. Everything is all in one place. Love it. Kitchen Close Podcast. What's up to you too?
What's up, Vince?
He's on every live. We appreciate you. Hello from SA. Yes. Hello. We'll be there soon.
Real soon. John Mooney. What's up, brother? John stays in Austin or San Antonio or something like that.
Yeah, Amazon's trying to take it to South Africa too, but they're not having it. So
they don't want it.
The malls are where it's at. Hey, Black Shield.
Hey, Black Shield. Appreciate you. Everything you're doing for me.
We booked the same hotel. Yeah, we really liked it. Yeah, it's really, really nice. It's a great location. Like, you can walk to so many places from there. It's really easy to get an Uber. It's really centrally located.
We even walked to get our PCR.
Yeah, no, that was when we were staying in Rosebank.
What are you talking about?
They're talking about the
one in
hotel.
Santon.
Yeah, the Santon Hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, if you the one thing that we learned the last 2 times that we went is to not stay in the same hotel for the whole time. Like, if you're going to be there for a week or two, like, stay somewhere else. Like, so if you have the bandwidth to do it, You might want to, stay in Santon for a week and then say Rosebank, or just switch it up, just so you have some different surroundings and you run across like so many different things if you stay in different places. Like that's the one thing that we learned when we were there.
All I know is it's the next trip. That's gonna be home, so we won't have to stay in one location then.
Yeah,
because we're not coming back to this place. I was gonna say something else, but
I'm coming back to this place. I'm coming back to visit. I'm coming back to visit. I got peeps here.
Everybody that likes and loves me can come visit me there. If not, you got FaceTime and
you're just gonna convert all your relationships to FaceTime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We relocate and giving people a place to come visit that they never actually visited before, and for some never even wanted to visit. So come visit us. Yeah,
that's true.
And I want to go to Durban too, which is right up the street, basically.
Yeah, Cabane. Let's see. Hi guys, first time with you. Just found you guys today, and he's from Durban. Yeah, we haven't been to Durban yet, but everybody says it's beautiful. We haven't been to Cape Town yet, so that's definitely gonna be probably our first two trips when we get there.
Yeah,
and Kruger, going to Kruger National Park.
That's a hike. That's like 6 hours.
Yeah, but I can't. I'm excited. I'm really excited and afraid because from the videos I've seen, they're just like out in the Jeeps with no covers and just you and the animals. Like there's nothing in between. They do have the one guy with the rifle on the front.
Hope you can reload fast.
I'm just. But I'm excited though. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Lucky.
What mistake? K-Days.
Let's see. We'll be in Joburg for 4 days, 5 days in Durban, 8 days in Cape Town. Awesome. That's a good trip.
When is that? When are you doing that one?
Yeah.
But
let us know when you're gonna be doing that. See, John said he's in
San Antonio.
Okay.
Okay.
San Antonio is pretty.
San Antonio is really nice.
Yeah. That little the whole water thing.
The river walk.
Yeah. Remember that time we went to the restaurant? It was called something. I think it was something assholes. Not assholes. Jerks. I can't remember what it's called. But it's like you basically go in there and everybody is rude. Like there's napkins all over the floor. They like slap your food at dicks. Is it dicks?
Yes, they'll throw napkins in your face and look at you like you better not do nothing. So I remember that one time the guy did something to me and I stood up and he basically was like, "Never mind, man. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that."
They were like, "Yo, I don't even want to mess with you. Like, you don't look like I should be playing games with you."
And he was like really short and I'm really tall.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was fun. It was an experience. I wouldn't go back because I'm not gonna pay for somebody to be rude to me. I'm not gonna pay for nobody to be rude to me.
Hold on.
I'm the one that will
Okay. Yeah, I read that in the chat. Okay, look us up when you get here.
Yeah,
we live right outside of Houston and Katy.
Yeah. All right.
You next.
I know you get to go twice because I went twice. Remember?
Okay. The landscape, the infrastructure. I had no idea it was so advanced and in some cases better than here. In a lot of cases better than here. And everywhere we went, it was just like beautiful buildings.
The style.
The
flair. Like it was just so colorful. It's like even when you walked into like professional offices or whatever, when you walk past, like they just look so curated and just beautiful. Like everything was beautiful and colorful. And here in the States, I just find that a lot of the buildings and the decorations are just like really bland and boring. Like it was just beautiful. And then like as far as technology, like almost everybody had tap to pay. You could pay for your food. Like you didn't have to wait for them to take your card, go run it the machine, bring back the receipt, sign. Like you didn't have to do all that. They had like little handheld things, tap to pay, print out your receipt, and you were good to go. Like it was none of that extra hoopla. It was so much easier. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Go ahead. Since you're in such a rush.
I'm not in a rush.
Go ahead.
Look, so like I would say the cost of living was a huge shock to me, because when we were going out to eat at restaurants that were to us fancy high-end restaurants, because almost all the restaurants have like white napkin service, like almost all of them.
Over there?
Yeah.
And a pretty garnish and
everything, like almost everything, not fine dining, but like, that right below that, but food that we would have easily, we would order food, drinks, appetizers, and walk out spending like $60. Whereas here, if you get 2 drinks each, appetizers, and like a nice entree, you're walking away spending at least $120. You know what I'm saying? For just 2 people. So it was just like, wow, like we can really live good here and not have to break the bank. And the food is better, the service is better. Like here, we don't go out that much at home because the food just isn't that great. But there it's like you get excited to go out and go try some new food. You get really excited about it because it's gonna be good. The ingredients are fresh. And it's just a good time. It's well worth the money that you spend versus here. You might walk away disappointed.
As we always do.
Often, very often.
Because we'll get somewhere. And we'll start eating the food here. And the first thing that one of us will say will be like, this food's not hot. It needs some salt. They should have used Italian peppers instead of we'll just start dissecting the whole meal. And then we'll get up together and be like, we could do better at home.
Like we would have had to wash dishes, but like
that's the convenience, of going out. You don't have to clean up.
Yeah, and we can get 2 different things and not have to, cook whole totally different meals. But at the same time, like, is it worth it though? Is it worth it?
Kitchen Clothes asks, can you buy land there? I think I was looking at a video yesterday, a day before yesterday, and they said in the rural areas you have to like be tribal, some kind of. I'll do some research on that when I get back to you. But I know when we become citizens, we can buy land then, though, right? And get a house built.
We don't have to be citizens. You have to be a resident.
A resident? Okay, yeah. A resident.
Okay. But yeah, there's certain qualifications you have to meet to be able to buy property, and also like depending on your situation, you might have to put a lot down. So it's not an easy answer to that question, but yes, you can.
It's not as easy as it is here.
Yeah, I mean, because we're citizens here, it's a lot easier to buy land and property and stuff. But the short answer is yes.
Yes.
But the way that you do it or the amount of like lending that you can get, it just differs. It just depends on your resident status and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, but maybe we should do a video. Let us know if you want us to like do some research, talk to some people that are on the ground and put out a video about buying property in South Africa. If y'all hit us in the comments and let us know that's what you want to see, then we'll do a video on that.
Don Parker, what's up, brother?
Greetings.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy, this is my thing here. We need to talk about the Braai versus the barbecue story.
When we interviewed
Khalees, yeah. This is my department here. Braai is basically is direct heat on like really, really direct high heat. And smoking is indirect heat, low temperatures. So like for me, if I smoke a brisket, I might smoke it at 225,
For like 20 hours.
For like 20 hours to where it's like just falling apart and juicy and flavorful and smoky. Whereas Braai, they're going to do ribs or chicken extremely high, flipping it really, really often so it don't burn. So that's basically the difference. But here it's about the smoke. There's more so about the it's
Fire.
smoke also, but fire, high heat, cooking really fast. That's what it is. But when I get there, it's gonna be. I'm gonna show you guys what's up. You're gonna be able to smell my barbecue grill all the way in Durban, from Johannesburg. You're gonna be able to smell it all the way in Durban. Y'all gonna say that's that guy, that tall guy.
Sabona, yes. Can't wait to visit Durban. Yeah, me too. We're looking forward to it. Oh, you want to hear about the Braai barbecues? Yeah, we just gave you a little taste. Right. Watch the Khalees video. We talk about it a little bit more there.
Maybe even if you're there when we're there in she said she'd be here in August. So maybe then. But yeah, if not in December, we're gonna be there for sure. Set up. I'm gonna be smoking. They're gonna be able to smell it all the way in Durban.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely gonna have to do some. I mean, we could do a video of you smoking something like in the next weekend or two. Like,
I got plans.
We can do a video of you doing a brisket. You know, the slice. You know, all the juice coming out. Ooh, see?
I got videos about that already.
Nah, we're gonna do it from start to finish.
Start to finish, okay.
Seasoning, everything.
Okay. But
we're not gonna give you the we're not gonna give you the recipe or nothing. We're just gonna let y'all taste it with your eyes. Black Shield says, hello guys, I want to recommend this South African movie to you. One, Gangster's Paradise, Jerusalem, Totsi or Salty, it might be Salty. Serafina, I have seen some of Serafina. I don't think I finished watching it. Cry, The Beloved Country, Cry for Freedom.
We've seen Cry Freedom.
Yeah. Hijack Story.
Okay. I'm on it.
We'll check it out. We'll check those out.
Me and Black Shield, we talk quite often.
We're gonna check those out. Have you talked to the chef or the head? You have to talk to the head chief. Okay. To buy in the rural areas. Okay.
Yeah, it was something that I read about being tribal territory or something like that.
Let's see. Amazon is coming to South Africa. Yeah, we heard that too. Like, and I heard that a lot of people are upset about it because they're gonna kill the mall market. So hopefully, you know, y'all's government and your voices ring through when you get what you want. Yeah. You can buy land without being a resident. 50%.
Okay, I knew it was something. Yeah. Okay.
You can buy land, but not tribal land. You don't have to be citizen. Yeah, you don't have to be a citizen, but you have to have some type of status. Rural land is owned communally, no individual title deeds. That's cool. You can buy land in South Africa as a foreign, but in rural areas, you need someone who's from that part of the area. Okay. You can explore the country and take the cruise to Mozambique or from Durban to Cape Town. Ooh, a cruise from Durban to Cape Town? That would be nice.
How long is that cruise?
That would be nice.
And remember, I think there was a train,
yeah, there's a train that goes from Joburg to
Cape Town.
Yeah, so maybe we can take the train there and then take the cruise back or vice versa.
We'll see.
That would be cool. That'd have to be like our anniversary present.
You mean yours to me?
No, yours to me. So you need to go to Limpopo, and bananas grow on the mountain at the place called Tazine? No, I think it's Zanin.
Bananas grow?
Okay, cool. With braai, depends on who is braaiing for you. Some people don't know the technique of braai. You can let the fire get very low so that your meat won't burn, and you don't have to turn it that often. Okay.
So we need to hook up so you can show me how to braai.
Yeah, we need somebody. Are you going to ship a smoker to South Africa? Ooh, that's a sore question.
I want to. But it just costs so much to ship, man. We did some research recently, and a 10-foot container was going to cost like $6,500 US.
Yeah, even the pallets were still expensive.
But then the thing is this: what they don't tell you is that once you get it there, you got to pay duty fees there to where it might be $3,000. So you're gonna end up spending about $10,000. But from what everybody tells me, whatever I want, I can get done there. So, I mean, I have a pellet smoker, I have a wood smoker, I got it all. But I don't know yet, man. I don't know.
He's very torn about.
I'm very torn. Yeah,
he's very torn. Have you watched Ampiana Balcony Mix? Yeah,
that's what we did yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, we were listening to it yesterday. I didn't hear that particular song that we're talking about, but it's got like a lot of like kind of like 90s R&B vibes. Like I really like the mix that you put out there. I really liked it.
Hey, Sibo.
Let's see, Hairpy Hair. You can take the blue train to Cape Town. Blue train, yeah. And cruise to Durban or fly back to Josie.
Yeah, that train looks really, really nice. Yeah. But the only difference with that train was that we didn't see a bunch of us.
Yeah. That was definitely a concern.
We didn't see a bunch of us.
Yeah, that was a concern. Edward lives in deep rural area of Northwest, and this land is owned by the government. There are no kings or things like that. Okay. See, SA has no problem with Amazon. The issue is around the land being developed for their offices. It's tribal. The developer didn't follow the process. Amazon is just included to make the story juicy. Oh, okay.
Really?
Interesting. That's a different take on it. You can come to Boutique Hotel, Google Drakensberg Mountains and KwaZulu Natal. Guys will be blown away. Okay, we'll definitely check that out.
Just a girl from Africa.
You can get a smoker in South Africa. We make all sorts of things here.
Okay.
You don't even have to have status. You can own property and live here for a month, and that property is yours, and your children can inherit it without status.
Y'all need to tell them that.
Okay.
Because they don't get it.
Got it.
I'm trying to find the name
of the
hotel.
You just have to put 50% down, or if you can't get financing, I guess you have to buy it, straight up. But yeah, cool. Is the song I See We're Happy or I Do It? I don't know. Can you put a link to it in the after we're done? Put a link in the comments of the video to the. Well, you know what? YouTube doesn't let you put links in the comments. They hold it for review when you do that.
Yo, when that song came on,
we'll check that out.
When that song came on, I was sitting there.
You're gonna hurt yourself. Be careful.
Right.
You're 100% right. Yeah. Okay. You're changing the narrative on that as well, that Blacks can still enjoy those luxuries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what this is about. It's a movement. We need to get our people to understand the greatness of the continent.
Yeah.
And the beautiful people there. And we're welcomed. And that's it.
Yeah, you can have a great life there, better than the one that you have in the United States. Like that's all we're trying to do, is just to explain to people that you have options. Like, you don't have to stay here in the rat race. You can go somewhere where you're supported and loved, and just, I don't know, like the weight that's just lifted off of your shoulders in South Africa. Like, I haven't been anywhere else on the continent yet, but our plan is to hit like every continent. I'm sorry, I said every continent. I mean every country on the continent. But I mean, it just feels like a weight's lifted off when you get there, and then you have to put it back on when you get on the plane to go back.
When you land, it's a warm feeling.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, this is beautiful. You just look around and all you see is 90% us.
Yeah, and you just feel like you belong.
90% us.
Even though we don't speak the languages, I'm definitely working on learning Zulu. That's gonna be the first language that I learn. But it still just feels like we belong there. Like it just feels right. It doesn't, like when you're in the States, it just like in so many environments, you just feel like other, But please Google smoker makers in South Africa.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that. I found one in Pretoria.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, but I found one in Pretoria.
I don't know why anybody who's been watching any of these videos knows these kids are not coming. I don't know why y'all keep asking. They're not coming. Oh, we love them, but okay. MC Cruising are black. Okay. Black DJs as far as the Blue Train, dinners with the jacket, mostly with always.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I saw the videos. The train was beautiful, but the people were not of our color.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a very boring time. So no thanks.
Yeah.
We can do the cruise. Yeah. That seems like it'll be better.
I prefer to walk.
Greetings, family. Recently discovered your channel from Asad and Adrian. You guys are awesome, just like them. Oh, thanks. Appreciate you. Subscribe and share. Thank you so much for your support. And
oh boy,
my dad is in here.
Who's Bertles?
I don't know who the heck that is. I don't know who he's talking about.
Who's Bertles?
So yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. But Robert Martin is my dad, and he's in the chat. I don't know who Bertles is.
Yo, we was offered a trip to Durban, like June 16th to 19th. A hotel that starts with a U. Let me see. UMHLANGA. I don't want to try to pronounce that because I'll chop it up. But yeah, we was offered a spot there for 3 or 4 days in December. If we're there
for Christmas,
Christmas we might make that happen.
Yeah.
So Durban folks, we might just be there. You want that?
I'll think about it.
All right.
I'll think about it.
Okay, you next.
Don't worry, the animals are polite. They say we taste like Marmite.
What's a Marmite?
Yeah.
I gotta Google that one.
Yeah, I want to know what that is. So you want to do next time?
Me? Mm-hmm. The houses.
Yeah.
How about that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The houses are beautiful and different. Whereas here, like in my little community, like every other house looks like every other house. Mm-hmm. Whereas there it's like you don't see the same structure at all. Mm-hmm. This house might be brick, and then this next house is glass, and then this house is this, and it just looks crazy.
Yeah. Like all the garage doors are exactly the same. All the front doors are exactly the same.
Their doors are beautiful. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
The way that our doors open from the hinge on out. In. And then the doors there is like it opens in the middle.
Yeah. It's like offset. Like it's like an offset.
So when you open the door, it's like you can go in from two different on both sides, it seems like.
Not really. It's not like that open. But like, it's like the doors are big and heavy and wooden and ornate, and some of them are glass, and like you drive through the neighborhood and it's like the houses are completely different colors. Like it's like every person got their home built to exactly their specifications. Mm-hmm. But here, when you're building a house in a suburban neighborhood, there's like a set of options for the front of the house, and you can pick from this set of options. You don't get somebody coming in like, okay, like I understand, like let's talk about the things that you like, things you enjoy, and let's just build this house so that you can live the life that you want. If you want a lot of indoor spaces, we can put that in there. You want a pool, we can put it in. You want a lot of balcony space. It's like every single house is extremely different from one another. And so as you're riding through the house, through the neighborhoods, you're like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that.
And they all look different.
But here, every single house looks the same. So after you roll through the first block, like there's nothing else to look at because all the houses look exactly the same. Exactly the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the houses are so big and beautiful, and the price that you're paying there for them is so much different. Like if you're in a nice, quiet community, like the price that you're paying for that house is going to be a whole lot lower than what you would pay for a similar house in the United States.
Yeah.
Like it's completely night and day.
And what do they call the houses with this? The glass you can see in it?
A sunroom?
No. I mean, you know, the whole house is just glass. The whole front of the house is glass. And I was watching the video and they had a term for it. Natural light.
Oh yeah, they got
natural light.
All of the homes there like have a lot of natural light.
And the balconies. Man, I can just sit on the balcony and smoke me a cigar or have me a little grill on the balcony just so I can make a burger.
But like the balcony, like we were watching Jew Travels and he was showing a flat that he was getting ready to buy. And the outside, it was so much space outside. It was like having a whole nother apartment.
Yes.
Outside, like it was like huge wraparound patio. You go upstairs, another patio. You go into the loft and go out another door. You got a whole nother small patio. Like it was just like so much outdoor space. And the weather is so beautiful there most of the time. It's like
it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Drew Travels, y'all.
Let's see. SA is not too rigid like other African countries when it comes to buying property or land where it will be yours and your family till kingdom come. That is how white people did it for their own. Yes, they did.
And still.
Yep. My wife and I will be relocating to SA in the near future. Maybe we can take that train trip together. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do the train trip, but we're definitely down for the Black Cruise to Cape Town. Like we definitely can do that. You know, hit us up.
I think Assad was telling me about this guy here, Rick Hill. I think he was telling me about it, but we'll figure that out later.
How would you describe your choice to transplant to South Africa?
Transplant.
Could it be like a breakup? A breakup? I don't know.
Mr. Martin, please send this again. I don't understand the question.
I mean, I think I understand the question. Like I describing our choice to transplant. I mean, one, we're very adventurous. You know, we moved to Houston, didn't know anybody for economic growth. That was our primary reason for moving here. And we did really well. We ended up buying a house within the first year.
6 months.
Yeah, we have a group of friends and that are like family. I feel like anywhere that we go with each other, like we're home because, you know, he's my home, I'm his home, I guess.
Yeah.
Confirm.
Like no comment at this moment.
Whatever. So, I mean, our decision to move was multifaceted. I mean, one for economic growth, one for being a part of the majority rather than being the minority. Mental health reasons, the ability to retire sooner, you know, a lot of financial reasons, but also a lot of emotional, spiritual things that led us back to the continent. And then, you know, once we decided that we wanted to move to the continent, you know, we honed in on South Africa because it's very similar to the conveniences and luxuries and stuff that we're used to having here. And it just felt like home. It just felt like home. So that's why we picked South Africa out of all the other places we could have moved.
Well said.
And when you say could it be a breakup, like breakup from the United States? No, I wouldn't call it like a breakup from the United States, but just like people are in your lives for a time, you know, a place can be in your life for a time. And when it's time to go, your spirit tells you to move, you should move.
Well, that's her comment. My comment is America can kick rocks. On to the next.
All right. Next comment. Africa has so much beauty. Each country has its own unique beauty and deeper to Mother Earth. I have to say that South Africa has its own vibe that's just crazy beautiful. Yes. I totally agree. Yes. Yeah, totally agree. What's the value of the US dollar over there?
It's almost 15.
No, it's like 14.51 as of 15? Today. That's like 14 and a half. It's not almost 15. Okay. But yeah, like 14. But
it fluctuates. 0.5. It fluctuates. Like tomorrow it might be 15.
Yeah, but 14, like right now, it's been fluctuating between $14 and $15 for like the last year. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it's like 14 or 15 rand to the dollar.
The Black Shield say.
Missed the comment. As Black Americans, what do you hate about America, and what attracted you to South Africa? I think we just talked about that for the most part. I would say the United States is. I feel like it's on a downward spiral, and I'm just tired. I'm tired. You know, it's like, you know, we keep seeing things that should turn things around and should change things, and it never does. Like, I feel like there has been some progression, but there's just so much resistance from the white people in the United States to like allow Black people and brown people to fully compete in the economy, like fully be able to compete in the economy, and in government. It's just this constant battle. And I just feel like as Americans, we have more privilege in other countries than we have in our own. And so I feel like it's time to cut our losses and take our privilege and actually be like, being a Black American is more valuable other places than in our own country.
Yeah.
All right. Remember, we have sunny weather and our houses are built to take advantage of the hot weather and outdoor living. Yeah, we love that.
They got like double pane windows and to keep the heat in and all that other, or keep the heat out and heat, whatever, you know, depending on the weather. Yeah. I've done a lot of research, man. Gee whiz.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of the houses with the matchstick with the thatched roofs.
Oh, yeah.
And like those houses, like it was a pretty hot day. Remember when Wilfredo took us to that apartment?
Yes.
And we walked into the apartment and it was really, really warm outside, but you walked in and it was instantly like cool on the inside. Like it wasn't cool like AC cool, but like you could really feel the temperature difference inside the house versus outside, and it didn't even have central air. So
wasn't it like I think we was in Four Ways. I think we could have seen the mall from where we was at. That sounds right. I think so.
Yeah, there was a mall close by.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name of the complex. But yeah, it was a very she called it like a traditional style. And they had like the thatched roofs and stuff, and you could see the thatched roofs from inside. So it's not like it was a drop ceiling, and then you couldn't see you can look right up into the thatched roof. It was really nice. It was very different. Nice porch, balcony area. Overlooked a nice it would look like a whole forest outside. Like it was real really nice. Yeah.
With America.
Break up with America. Yeah, I think we. I got something for your emotional distress. So rude.
I guess that's where you got it from, huh?
I'm not rude. I'm comical. People love me. Is this a family meeting?
Oh man, now he's
so there's a whole conversation going on in the comments.
Okay.
It's always a family affair. Yeah, it is. Where's your drinkage, son? He's drinking. I don't know if you should. Don't.
Mitchers.
Don't advertise. They ain't paying us yet.
I'm drinking Mitchers, sour mash. No one still told me where I can get that good drink at from over there.
Oh, like the whiskey,
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
You'd be all right.
yeah. I'll figure it out.
Oh,
What's the next one?
um,
I got one. When we pulled up to the gas station, sorry, the petroleum, that's what they call it, right?
petrol. Yeah,
The petrol station. I was ready to get out the car and pump my gas. The leader said, "Where the hell are you going at?" Because no one was around. So I got out. Oh no, I just opened the door a little bit, and she said, "No, close the door." So out of nowhere, like 2 or 3 guys just walked up to us and asked, what kind of gas you want? Do you want to check your fluids on the inside of your car? I'm sitting there like, yo, what the hell going on? They do this?
They clean the windshield and everything.
I was amazed. I'm like, man, I love it. The only thing I was concerned with was I had to give him my card. Mm. And I was inside the car, and I'm a big guy. And if he ran, I'm not gonna be able to catch him. You think you can catch him?
Huh?
Nothing. But yeah, that was a big shock that they and took it serious too. Stern face.
Yeah, they're very serious about their jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a high unemployment rate there, so people
they take that serious.
They value their jobs, and I feel like I just don't think that somebody that's at work would like straight up just walk away with your car and steal it. Like that just don't even make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying, because in the United States, like you never know.
You never know.
You never know. But yeah, I mean, I think it's great that, they have so many service jobs to create jobs for people, whereas the United States is all about getting machines to replace people.
Even guys create their own jobs too. Like when we were trying to back out the parking lot, we were trying to back out the parking lot, and there was a guy behind us like, come on, turn this way, turn that way, turn this way. And he'd be like, when you get back, just give me a few dollars and I'll watch your car for you.
Yeah, like I was like, yo, they got parking attendants everywhere. And like they all have like the little yellow vest on, and then I found out like, nah, they just like neighborhood kids. They trying to hustle.
These kids are hustling.
They trying to get some money.
They're hustling.
I'm like, okay, I feel you. Like I got you.
They hustling, man. Back. I got you. And the thing is, we hustle here too. It's the same concept. Just hustling.
Yeah. That's old school.
Yeah,
service.
yeah, like Lee Haney.
Yeah.
I dug in a creations down for you, man. You should know who Lee Haney is.
I know.
He does.
I don't. Before I couldn't understand how come Americans work more than one job, because in South Africa you work 8 hours a day. Yeah, I mean, in the States, like there's no work-life balance. They have all of these like programs, especially if you work in corporate America, where they make it seem like you have work-life balance. But all they do is like make it easier for you to work more.
Yeah.
They don't really give you work-life balance, because like, here's your job, like get it done. Like if it takes more than 8 hours, then it just takes more than 8 hours. And they have like in the States, they have jobs that are salaried and they have jobs that are hourly. And a lot of times they'll give you a salary, and it's a pretty decent salary. But if you were doing the same job and you were being paid hourly, with your, if you take your salary and divide it by 40 hours a week, and you take those hours and calculate it by the number of hours that you actually work, you'd be making a hell of a lot more than what your salary is. But they get out of paying you by saying, oh, you're like a higher level of worker, so we're just going to pay you this flat salary. And like, if you work less than 8 hours, you have to use vacation time. If you work more than 8 hours, we just get free labor out of you.
I don't know anything like that. That's corporate world. I don't know anything about that.
I mean that's how it is. That's why a lot of people work 2 jobs, because the one job is paying you $7 an hour, the other one's paying you $11, and you need money. You got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
In the petrol price, there's a legislated portion for salaries. Nice. You're correct, Red. It's about creating jobs. Yeah. Let's see. Every day I be huddling. Do you mean hustling?
Yeah, that's what you mean.
I think he means hustling.
What about the banking in SA? What about it?
Yeah, what about it? They have banks. Okay. Yeah, I mean, do white people in America buy black music? They see, that's the thing about
this is a good one here.
This is the thing about America. America loves everything about black people. They love the performance of blackness, but they don't actually love black people. Like they love the services that we provide and the creativity that we bring, but they don't actually value our lives and well-being. So they love the things that we produce.
Now, no, y'all, we're not talking about all white people.
I'm talking about the way that America builds its legislative and political and economic and the judicial system. They build it so that they can reap the benefits of what we produce, but not actually have to care about our well-being as human beings.
But to answer your question directly,
I'm not talking about white people. I'm talking about America.
But to answer your question directly, yes, you have a lot of white kids that really support black music, rapping right along with 50 and Jay-Z and Drake and Lil Wayne. Yes, they really, really enjoy our music. But then there's some that are like overboard with it, you know, like the Travis Scotts and even Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne fan base is more so white than black. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So yes, to answer your question, yes, white people definitely support black music. They buy black music. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. So that's it. Dad said that was an autocorrection. He did mean hustling and not huddling. I mean, I don't know what's going on if you're huddling every day over there. You can call me after this podcast if you need to talk. Anyway,
nice. Do you guys have any questions?
I mean, they've been throwing the questions the whole time.
I mean, like questions about us.
Oh, I mean me, because I'm really exciting and like bubbly and like.
Hey, yo, I got a question. Why there's no big people clothes there?
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't find her anything to wear. Got him.
You got me good on that one. I was all in. You knew you had to get it off quick. Because I was coming for you. Okay, fine. But yeah, I mean, for real though, like the first time we went there, I was just like, I'm just gonna have to bring whatever I got with me, go shopping a little bit, and then just like, this is what I got. I need to learn how to sew or something.
But we was told that you're not gonna have any problems. It's gonna be me.
But yeah, but so I did find some places the second time that we went that have plus size clothes that actually, you know, I can get into. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they have like it's so much cheaper to get pieces made in South Africa than it is here. Like to get an outfit fully made from top to bottom, hundreds of dollars. And I got a whole dress made for like 2 dresses made for like $80.
No, it was less than that. You bugging.
We paid like I think it was like $120, $150, something like that. It's like $150 for you to get 2 shirts.
Oh, you mean okay? Yeah.
I got a skirt and I got a skirt and a dress. And Stacy got 2 shirts made. Yeah. And we paid like $150. $120. Including the fabric. And it was ready in like a week. Not even a week. It was like 3 days.
But see, what I was trying to say is like when I go to the malls or wherever, the biggest size I've seen is maybe a 2X. I think that one time I seen a 3X and we was in the mall out there in Soweto, I believe. And I found 2 sweatshirts.
I think it was at Woolies.
I found 2 sweatshirts But like I wear a size 4X and I have a size 13 foot. There's no sneakers, no shirts. Couldn't find anything.
Nope.
So I gotta take all my stuff, and then when people come visit, if I need something, they gotta bring it to me. Mm-hmm. Or get it made.
You have to just buy a stack of white t-shirts.
I mean, that's what I do anyway. So.
I know, but you have to buy like a year's worth because you usually buy new white t-shirts like every month or two. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, SLK. I had to get her.
Y'all are silly. See, hip hop is the biggest genre.
Yes.
Yep. Sure is.
Yes.
Robert Martin, the SA banks are well capitalized. They survived 2008, 2009. Hey, and our banks had to get bailed out, so that's one thing.
Yes.
Yeah, they want the black culture,
but not the black issues.
Yeah. You guys are really big. Thanks.
I done.
Larger than life. Stacy's a store called Big and Tall. You'll benefit from shoe sales. Always abnormal sizes left.
That's okay. I thought we was better than that, man.
Abnormal sizes. That's what's up. Where did you guys grow up? Brother, you sound like you from New York. See, Stacey is a New York country.
All right. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I was raised in South Carolina. And then I moved to Baltimore. And then here to Houston. Those was all temporary places. SA.
Okay, but you like his parents have New York accents.
My parents was born and raised in New York.
That's what I'm saying. They both have New York accents, but he grew up in South Carolina, so he sounds so funny. Like people can't place his accent because he sounds country and like New York at the same time. True
story, you guys. When we was there, this is another culture shock.
For them.
No, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny here. So we inside the store and I got to use the bathroom.
That's not what you said.
I said I got to use the bathroom.
That's not what you said.
So the guy's looking at me.
That's not what you said.
I said the bathroom.
No, he said, "Where the bathroom at?"
Where the bathroom at? I said it really fast.
But that sounds like all one word to somebody who doesn't speak country New York English.
So I'm sitting like, "Where the bathroom at?" Because it's like it was right there. I had to use the bathroom. So the guy's looking at me like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Where the bathroom at? Huh? Where the bathroom at? Huh?"
And I'm just standing there watching this. Like,
so I did what we would normally do, like, oh, it's down there.
No, that's not what happened. I said,
no, you wasn't there every time.
Yes, I was there that first time it happened, and then I said he needs to use the toilet. And he's like, "Oh," and he pointed in the direction of the bathroom, but he said it like 3 times, and I'm just sitting there like,
it never registered that it's the toilet. And I went through that 3 or 4 more times, almost peed myself because I had to use the bathroom.
Where the bathroom at?
Where the bathroom at?
I'm like, Stacey, you have to say all of the words, all of the letters in the words. Like
it was a very emergency.
A very emergency?
It was a very emergency. I had to go. So it didn't come out right.
Okay, Stace. Okay. No, those poor security people were like,
"What the fuck is he talking about?"
It didn't even sound like English. Where the bathroom at?
They're like, "What is he talking about?" And laughing as I'm walking away.
Where the bathroom at? I've been told that the illegal money exchange is better than the exchange. Is that true? Since when you're a 4X? I mean, I don't know. We don't do any type of illegal activities whatsoever. So I don't know anything about that.
I think your dad is the popo.
He is. He's on here like the FBI trying to gather evidence.
I think he's a popo.
Oh my goodness. Said we're big. He said big bombs.
Yes.
New Geechee. He's New Geechee. Robert Martin, there's very little illegal exchanges. When you cross the border, you don't get people pestering like when you travel South America. Okay. When it comes to Southern Africa versus West Africa, Southern African people aren't that huge. We have a small structured body, but you guys from Limpopo is a very different story with them. It's huge.
Damn, Black Shield.
Brooklyn talk.
There we go.
Stacey ain't from no
There
Brooklyn.
we go. My birth certificate says that.
But you're not from Brooklyn.
My birth certificate
the
says
only
it.
thing Brooklyn about you is your birth certificate. That's
My
the
birth
only thing that
certificate
came
says
from
I
Brooklyn. You were born there and immediately were driven to South Carolina. You don't know nothing about that.
You crazy.
You don't know nothing about that.
You crazy. I'm done.
He's ATF. I bet. All right. You ready to get out of here?
Yeah, I gotta go barbecue. I gotta go barbecue.
What you making?
Don't worry about that.
I don't know why I asked you. I'm gonna eat it anyway.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
All right. As always, thank you guys so much for joining Changing the Narrative. We really appreciate your support.
SLK and Black Shield. I don't believe you guys, man. Gee whiz.
Make sure you subscribe if you're watching us so that you get notifications whenever we post. We have another video coming out later this week. We visited a local West African restaurant called Zongo. So we're going to be dropping that footage later this week. So keep an eye out. Food was really, really good, really spicy. I love spicy food. So look forward to that.
And the young lady was extremely knowledgeable about a lot of stuff.
Yes, Emma.
And what was the sister? What was the same? What was the sister name?
I can't remember her sister's name. I think she told us in the footage, so you guys will see it then.
Yeah.
But yeah, Don said, no, please make this 5 hours. No.
Don, what's up, brother? You've been behaving yourself lately. What's the M? I'm not
know.
fooling with Robert Martin.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much yet again for all your support. And we'll see you again next time.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks. Bye.